In today's video, it's all about saving you guys time, headaches, frustrations when it comes to publishing your books on Amazon KDP. This video is going to be in 3 parts here, showing you all the mistakes that I made with Amazon KDP, showing you all the emails that they sent, sending my book back, going back and forth with Amazon, and me correcting those mistakes. So I am here to make a full video on it, to give you my honest, full in-depth opinion on Amazon KDP and what you could realistically make when you first start out on Amazon KDP. So with all that being said, let's jump right into it. First off, I make all my books on bookbolt.io. This is a great platform to create any low content book, from puzzle books to coloring books to activity books to journals, anything you really want. Please use the code DanielDoes to get 20% off your entire order. You'll get a 3-day free trial, so if you guys don't like it, you just cancel it, so you don't have to pay that. So if you guys are interested in creating your own book, try BookBolt, and I guarantee you guys will be very satisfied with this program. I'm going to show you all the mistakes I made. I've created about 12 books now through Amazon. As you can see here, The Little Learner's Word Search is my newest book, and there were problems with that book too, so I will explain in depth on that. But my most recent books here, my other Little Learner's book had some problems. My recent coloring book had some problems. And the coloring book, it took me about a month to get this published. It's going back and forth because I didn't know what it was that they were telling me to fix. So I'll go over that with you guys. Book 2, my food coloring book, had a problem as well. Yeah, it's just those 4 books that gave a little bit of trouble. So let's go over that. So this is going to be the things you should not do when you are publishing your book through Amazon KDP. And when I first started creating these, like the word searches, all that stuff, I had no problems. It was as easy. Nothing got revised or anything like that. Just sent it in. 3 days later, it was perfect. I started having these problems when I went more into coloring books, and now with my recent Little Learner's Word Search book. So for my first problem that I had, it was for my coloring book number 2. This is the title I used first right here, The Colorful Adventures Coloring Book 2, Yummy Food Fun, a delicious coloring book for kids ages 4, featuring tasty treats and creative cuisine. That was the title of the book, and I had no clue what was wrong with it. And it went back and forth between Amazon, and I had to message them to figure out what was wrong with it. And apparently you cannot use repetitive words. So if you guys are creating your own book, do not use repetitive words. So the word book, I used it twice in my title, and that is a no-no apparently. Do not do that. So as you can see here, I use coloring book, and I use coloring book again, and that was a red flag for them, which is weird. Their rules, I don't understand why. I really don't get it, especially if I'm like repeating coloring book. It just doesn't make sense to me. And how I fixed that was I did keep the coloring book, but then for my second coloring book, I used coloring pages. That's what fixed it. So do not repeat words like books. Do not repeat book in your title at all. Do not do that. So ever since, I am not doing that anymore. On to the second problem that I had with another book of mine. And it is another coloring book. It is my 3rd coloring book. The Colorful Adventures with the Princesses and Fairies. It's my 3rd book. I had a problem with this one. This one got sent to them, went back to me, sent to them, back to me multiple times as well. I tried sending them a message asking what was wrong with it. They never replied to me, so I had to try to randomly fix stuff to figure out what it was. So in this one, update the subtitle in your cover file so that it matches the details you entered during setup. I didn't know what this was. I still don't know what this is. But how I fixed this is, as you can see there, I did not put book twice. So we fixed that problem. But another problem was, since I really made this for girls, I added in the title that it's for girls. I didn't think that would be a big deal, but apparently it is. it's still on my cover page here, as you can see, it for girls. I still have it there on my cover page. But in the title, I could not have for girls in the title. So I removed that and sent it out, and it got published right away. So that's what fixed it. So if you guys are creating your own book, if you're going to put for girls, for boys, or anything like that, I recommend don't doing that, or it will get sent back. And that's what I did to fix this problem right here. And all this is just, it's super frustrating when they gave like something so vague, not explaining what you did wrong, and you're just there trying to fix the mistake that you think is right, but it's not right, and you're sending it back and forth, and it takes like a month for it to get published. And another problem with Amazon KDP, it takes 3 days. 3 days for them to respond back to you. So if you send something back in, it takes 3 days, they'll respond back. You try to fix it, you send it back in, it takes them another 3 days, and it's very annoying, frustrating. I really do wish it would go quicker, but I guess that's just the process it is, but it does suck. So let's go on to number 3. So in my recent new series, the Little Learner's Word Search book, I sent this book out. It got published right away, 3 days. I saw a mistake on my cover, so I had to edit the cover. I sent it back, and they denied it. And what they denied it for is, I usually have like words on the spine there, so if your books are on a shelf, you could see the title of the book. And apparently, I don't know why they didn't catch this the first time, but the second time they caught this, and it says, remove spine text from your cover file. To have spine text, books need to at least be 79 pages long. And this book is, I think, 71 pages, 70 pages long. So I don't know why they didn't spot that the first time I sent this to them. And the second time when I had to revise my cover, I had to send it to them, and they caught it then. So if you're creating a book and it's less than 79 pages, do not add text on that spine there, or it will get denied. So keep in mind on that, if you are having that spine text, it does have to be more than 79 pages to have that spine text. And on to my final problem that I had with Amazon KDP. When they said pages 4, 48, and 52, this is my revised one right here, but this is what I had before. They said this was wrong because of bleed. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, this is perfectly fine, right? No. So in here, it says, if the content is not intended for bleed, please ensure it stops within the margins. So, as you can see here, it's above the margins, right here. On the top here, it's right above those margins, and I have a little bit, the bottom here, it's below that margin. So, with that, it got sent back. So, I edited it, and I made it back to this. So, I put some pictures to the edges so they know that is bleed. And if you have nothing on the edges or anything like that, be sure everything is in the margin line for the book. If you do have pictures or anything on the outside the edges like that, it will recognize it has bleed, and there will be no problems. A little complicated for that one. That took me a little bit to figure out, but that's what it meant. And in 3 days, my second book for my little learners will be published. So I hope that makes everything a little bit easier for you guys, creating your very own books through Amazon KDP. All right, part 2 of the video here. Let's go over the sales of what I've sold this month, these past couple months. Let's go over the Amazon ads and how many impressions I have, how many sales I've had so far with Amazon ads. So let's do it. So this month, I've sold 18 books so far, estimated $31.34 for the month of March. This month is March 2025. This is the sales I've done this month, 18. Not bad at all. And as you can see, my most popular books is my Little Learner's Word Search book, the alphabet one, the Bible one I have, and the United States Word Search, and the Bible Word Search. These are my most popular books I've sold. And if we go to orders here, this will get more in depth of what people are ordering. And for this month, you can see all the books right here that I've sold. Basically sold one of each book, except for my Little Learners and my first book and mythology book. And book one of my coloring book didn't really sell this month. But if we do my lifetime, I have sold 39 books since I've started. And it has a little graph here of since I've started. And the first book I've sold is January 28th. There was nothing really for a couple weeks there. That was just me making books, publishing them, and messing with the Amazon ads. Nothing really hit until I got to probably the end of February. So it took about a month just to get everything really started, get going there. And I finally started selling some books. Kind of went a little crazy that first week there. Sold a lot. That was when I started creating all those Amazon ads. I got some sales. And it kind of just started like going down there, but it's going back up, and we'll see what happens for the next month. So those are my total sales I've had for the month, and my total sales overall since I've started. It's been a couple months. It's looking pretty good. 39 sales as a start. But how much did it cost me? So let's go to the Amazon ads. So I've spent a total of $162.77 since I've started. I have 160,000 impressions on my books, 158 clicks, and my cost per click is about $1.03. This was like $1.20. I have brought it down to $1.03, and I'm still trying to figure out the best way of doing Amazon ads. I do have a video on it, how to create your own campaign, all that stuff. And I'm still tinkering around, trying to find the right stuff, watching videos, trying to figure out the right strategy for all this stuff. And I did bring it down, what was that? What was it, 20, like 17 cents? Which is pretty good, pretty good. I'm trying to bring that down to at least 90 cents. $1 is very expensive per click. And if you guys are wondering, they do charge per click of the sponsor. So if someone clicks your sponsored ad, they will charge you, and this is my average of what they charge. And it shows my total. I've sold 24 books through all these ads. And if we go back, I've sold 39 books. So 24 of those right here was through the ad system. You can see 6 of my Little Learners. I got 9 of my United States, and I got 6 of this is the Seasons one right here. And the other ones, one here and there, but they're not really the more niche related, so they're not doing as great as the other ones. So that is an update of my 2-month sales report and my Amazon ads report there. And this shows what you could realistically make if you sell your own books, doing it all by yourself. I know you guys seen all these other YouTubers making tens of thousands of dollars, but they've been doing this for years. This is a realistic, honest first impressions for beginners of what you could realistically make when you first start out on Amazon KDP. And these Amazon ads, they really aren't making me a lot of sales, and it is costing me, I mean $162 for 2 months. What is that? $80 a month, 80 to $100 a month in ads for Amazon ads. That's what it's costing me. They're not really working out as I anticipated. So in my next couple videos, I'm going to broaden my ad system. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to have Facebook ads for my books. I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to see if I can do some ads on Instagram. And I'm going to go to TikTok too to see if I can do any ads on TikTok. So those big 3 right there, I'm going to try put ads on there, see how much they cost, and I'm going to make videos on that. So if you guys want to promote your books on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, expect some videos on that. I will be making videos on that, just doing a cost breakdown, how much it costs, see if I'd make any sales off those, what are the sales, what are my most popular books for those. So expect some videos on that. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. If you guys made it this far in the video, please remember, hit that like button. Please, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're almost at 100. We're at like 97. We're 3 away. So please hit that subscribe button. I would really love to hit that 100 subscriber milestone right there. If you have any questions or any frustrations, please leave them down in the comments below. I try to respond to everybody who leaves comments. So if you have any questions or anything like that, or if you just want to get to know me better, just leave a comment down below and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. With that being said, keep creating, stay consistent, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.